We are back, my lovelies. We have some fascinating boxes. Fun story behind that. Not so much. I actually completely forgot what's in these boxes, so I guess that makes it more exciting for me. But you never know what condition the stuff's going to show up to you. That's one of the biggest things, especially when you're buying online. It's just, I personally can't pay exorbitant amount for things that could get easily damaged. I just recently been on a Return of the Jedi Luke original with the alternate photo in the gunner cockpit. And you can't tell if that thing's bubble cracked. And people still bid it up like crazy. And I was like, I can't bid more than, $1,400 for that. And it still went for like $2,000. And it's just like, what if you get it in the mail? And it's just, boom, bubble crack. You're done. And it's just, some things are just not safe to purchase online. So I'm getting more gun shy about bidding up those items. Sealed bubble is just the toughest these days. Some of those Transformers are even getting to the point now the shears right off the backer card. But none of that should apply here. And let's move forward. Our first purchase, it's like a little, whenever I see a small packet like this and there's just a little bit of content, I'm just so weird. It reminds me of Secret of Nim. And when they have Timothy's drugs to help him feel better from his sickness, she tears like this, and then she poisons. She puts it into the soup bowl or whatnot. God, childhood. So, boom. Little packet. This is Spinner. So Diatlas from Micromasters has become extremely tough to get. And this is his little buddy that was exclusive only to that Japanese piece. I wasn't sure what condition of it. Wondering if I can get that out. I think that might be ink because, back then kids would, you're told, but they're encouraged to paint, do kits, like all those Keshi figures. They're encouraged to paint those. There's comic books, manga, shonen jumps, like advertisements and stuff saying like, paint your figures. So sometimes people will take the Gundam marker pens and fill in some of those details, which is really awesome when you're a kid. As a dealer and a collector, not so much. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I'm glad nothing's really shattered or rusted or broken. So I think I'll do well with that piece. The last one of these sold for almost $800. How's that for you? Because if you're missing this character, it's a long run. One guy said he spent a year looking just for the character alone. I think a Diatlas might hit around $4,000 box, but I could be really off on that. At least 3, I would say. So that's great. I already have one in my collection. We're going to make a little bit of money on that. Not much, because you can guess I fought pretty hard to get that. This one, kind of depressing story for this. A guy was listing for sale Series 3 of this toy line. And I caught this one, and I was like, oh, I'll pay that. Hell yeah, I can flip that, because I got to pay for my collection. Little did I know, and I should have emailed him. It's my fault on that. But he had the other characters in the final series, and I just couldn't get home fast enough to sit down, look at the photos. My phone was not working properly. And when I got home, I missed everything. So I got this piece. I only paid $200, which I thought was great. Well, that explains that. There we go. Quetzalcoatlus, Series 3 from Dino Riders. Difficult. At least the neck's not broken. It's a little loose, but that's okay. The beak at times can get broken, the lower part, so we're still clear on that. I got a stand out of that. I'm kind of surprised the stand was included. The stand is not pink. I know the package shows a pink one, but there never was a pink one produced. That confused me so much when I was younger. I did an excellent job unwrapping. Here's the harness. Whoops. There was the harness. No condition issues. And when the guy was selling it, the price was so fair, I was worried that there might be 3D resin printed pieces. Oh my God, how am I not remembering how to do this? Oh, that's why. There we go. Ta-da! I remember. So it is complete, and it's a difficult set to complete. So you have the bombs, you have the guns, nothing's broken, nothing's 3D printed. We are set, or as I would say, Seto Kaiba. and the head brain box. So loose complete, it's an in-demand figure. It is a beautiful reed paint from the original first series with Youngstar. I would probably say loose complete in this shape would probably be around 450. Sometimes you break them apart, you might get more money, but I'm not really excited about doing that. Each bomb is probably about 65, 75 bucks each. Each gun, I've seen people asking 100, but I'm not sure if they're going to get the 100. Brain box, 75 to 100. You get the idea. And it breaks down. You might do better individually. It just depends on what, if you have two people that really want that piece, and then the auction just goes whoosh. But normally you would probably get a little bit ahead if you broke it down, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe 100 and a quarter for the bird. You get the idea. Throwing the numbers out now, I'm adding them up, going, maybe I'm wrong. But overall, paying $200 was a fantastic price. And I'm glad it worked out and wasn't shattered, but I'm still missed the packing Rhinosaurus and the Chasmosaurus. The guy he wanted, he had those two loose complete working, and he had, I think, two more Series 2, and he wanted $450 for all four. And I was just, no, I missed it. But there's always another deal around the corner. As for these boxes, I have absolutely no idea what's in these, so work with me on this. Sometimes I buy stuff, and it's like months later, I'm like, I don't remember. I am not the most wisest person out there, obviously. I hope there's some really unique, cool stuff in here for my collection. As you can guess, I get more excited about stuff for my collection than I do for resale. Resale is just resale. It's part of a business process. But when it comes to yourself, always happier. So what do we got? Looks like resale stuff. So we got some machine robos here, which as I always say, I've watched this market go from zero in Japan. Nobody wanted this stuff. I didn't say nobody, but a lot of it was just not valued in the mid-2000s. And then now it's just bonkers. So these, I'm not sure if I got... Oh, okay, so we got a combination of a really cool... Oh, we got a part missing on that? No, it's just the leg. There we go. So this is just one of those dual combiners. I forget, like Jam would produce these. This one looks much more stronger quality. Missing a wheel there. I actually don't have this one for my collection, so I might just hold on to this one because it's not going to be worth that much, maybe 20, 30 bucks, but I still like all weird transforming vehicles. This does remind me of the Converter's supercar. There's a markings on it. There is markings, but I can't... Oh, it's by Hero. And Hero is famous for making the alligator and lizards and insect robots that have been redesigned, repainted, and reissued more times than I can count. So that's a really cool piece. That was a keep. Here's one of the dual combiners from Series 2 of Machine Robo. This is the cycle set, which is the most common, versus the helicopter, the jets. A little loose in the limbs. No cannon. Probably get about 100 for that. When I was first showing up in Japan in the mid-2000s, you could get these things dead stock for like $40 each. And dead stock meant like they're tape sealed, never been played with, came from the back room, dead stock. That's like one of their common phrases. And then this would be considered junk. I just love that's a crazy term, but that's how they say it in Japan. So if a toy is like incomplete with some wear, it's called junk, which to us we're like, excuse me, that's in great shape. I'll take that. I don't know why. I think that might be the only key piece of why I jumped onto that. Yeah, it's hit or miss. One of the best things that... I don't know how it is now in Japan. Oh, there we go. We'll get that story in a bit. So here's the helicopter. This is one of the most difficult of the series. I forgot, like BH-06. No blades, no missiles. Not the most fantastic design, obviously, but it's a difficult figure to get overall. I'd probably be able to sell it for like 65, 75. I think I paid about 95 for everything, so it should pan out. There we go. Transformation's a little fun. But without the blades, any helicopter just looks a little questionable. And the guns, they're difficult to get this. That's the two figures. They did 4 originally, and then these 2. But I've seen more of them showing up in the market now, so I'm not sure if the markets stayed the same as they were a couple of years ago. But I'm always shocked at just how much stuff keeps popping up out of Japan. And this guy, I already knew he was broken, but I'll still probably look at like 30, 35, 40 for this, so that helps pay for things. Oh, did that just pop off? I'll figure that out later. But yeah, the market's just crazy in Japan. So the junk status, they would also say that for incomplete box toys. So even if it's dead stock. And here is a combiner guy. Just pull him out of the bag, and the camera, the little quirky thing. I knew he was broken already. Still in demand. Has a nice figure. I don't think there was any metal except for the chest. But the metal's in good paint. It's damaged, but I mean, if this attaches on, which I'm not sure how it attaches on, I'll still get 35, 40 for that, even though I know the one side piece is also broken there. But yeah, it's not just on top of the junk comment, but also with box toys, even if they're dead stock, but if they're missing accessories. Oh, I love those days in Japan. It's like Mandarake. They would have, I think there was 2 Overlords from Transformers, and they had one that was complete in the box, and it was stickers applied, but it, usual boxware. I think that was 800. Then they had one that was in a better box, stickers unapplied, but it was missing the missiles, like the little tram car, and his main purple gun, and that one was 400. And that's one of the crazy things. I'm not sure if they do that to this day, where incomplete toys are far, far cheaper than the complete. And in Japan, they can't get parts as often as we can get them. So, like, Japanese exclusive Transformers, aside from that statement, like if you have a box out that's Prime you buy in Japan, and it's missing all the missiles, the fists, it'll be cheap. It's like $150. But you just come back to the States, and then you can be like, okay, I'll get those for nothing, and that's complete. While in Japan, it's like, oh no, we can't get those accessories. No idea what I'm opening. I'm actually kind of surprised to see this foam layer. This is far above and beyond what they usually do for wrapping. So kudos to this one wrapper that actually knew how to wrap things. And at least that Starcom poster survived. I originally thought that thing, the whole packet was Starcom poster just being trashed. So what do we got here? I think this is more resale, which, as I said, I'd rather not have, but it is what it is. Oh, I think the whole thing is. Look at that. So what do we got? We have lots of bags. We have 3 Satan 6, which is monstrous in America, and this was the Japanese version. I'm just going to tear it open. Combiner. Clean shape. I thought these would be trash, but these are in really nice shape. So these are about $35, $40 each. I don't think all 6 are in here. They are weird. The vehicle modes are just crazy. It's like this is the head of, Satan 6 / Monstrous. That should be the vehicle mode. This weird oddball jet. I mean, Bandai makes sturdy toys, but not the best designs when it comes to vehicles. That's Takara's job. And then even robot mode is a bit funky. I like it, and then I don't like it. I like how it looks, but the posability and transformation is weak. But I love the face. I like how unique that is for a character, because a lot of robot companies just don't put a oval screen type face and call it a day. Here's the weird wing. Wait, oh my god, so there really is. I wasn't paying attention. So we actually have the US version, North American version / European version / anyways. And then this is the Japanese colored for Satan 6. Pretty nice shape. The muted colors, I think, were a very poor choice for this figure. And when it came to Tonka taking over, they were right on the money for let's do it. Oh wait, they are different characters. I'm so tired. It is roughly 1 a.m. in the morning. I know there was 2 different winks, but I thought the other one was way different. Maybe nope. They are different characters. I am just mentally losing it slowly. So this is the Japanese version. This is the Japanese version. This was very similar to the US colors. This one was not. This one was a deeper purple. My brain came back. Thank you for paying attention. Yeah, I think they got 3. I already have a box from my collection. Seacons. Love the Seacons. Unfortunately, not much value due to constantly being reissued. You used to get like 10 to 12 bucks just for Overkill's Claw. Not so much now. Got a Blitzwing. Love my Blitzwing. Let's transform you correctly. No freebie missiles in there. Once in a while you'll get a loose one. The little missiles are still in there when it's in tank mode. Because it's one of those guys you would always find in tank mode. I'll give 15 for that. I don't think there's anything uniquely different in the paint app for the head of the Japanese version. That's fine. Heat Seeker. Nice shape. Japanese colors. Again, $15. 20 push. Not used to this one. Oh, it's G-Bond. That explains that. I'll probably end up keeping this. I don't have a box one of these little devices. I could buy quite a bit when I'm in Japan, but I couldn't buy the world. And this is one of those things that I did not buy. Well, that's really cool. It's battery operated too. I don't think this has any value. Look for the on and off switch, which I'm not seeing. But it'll probably be only like 20, 25. G-Bond's not a series like Power Rangers where people are paying big money and the prices are going up and up and up. And it's nice to get a little fun piece like that to play with. Got our Claw. That helps. Hotspot. Plastic chest. I remember getting him for Christmas, but that was kind of a difficulty because my dad took us to Walgreens, my brother and we got to choose a toy for Christmas. And I chose Hotspot because I had all the 4 other Protectobots. So this was awesome. And my brother chose Onslaught. And the parents left him in the car on Christmas Day. They forgot. And we're like, where are they? So I always remember that when I play with Hotspot. Very cool toy. About 10 bucks. Ooh, that's a nice little twist there. An Apollo Robo. That's why I went after this. Pretty fair shape, not broken. This is an uncommon piece. See, the joke is everybody really wants, not really a joke, but everybody really wants this piece. It is a badass machine Robo. I get it. Never released in North America, but it was released in Europe, but it's very, very rare in Europe. And a lot of people actually don't believe to this day, but I was offered a Robo Machine carded version. These were $400 10 years ago, and I passed because that was a lot of money for that. Now, well worth it. But loose like this, I'd probably say 150 to 200 to be realistic. Probably the 150 mark. There are some crazy people asking big money for it, but they're not going to get it. Little, oh my gosh. So this is, I forgot the name, but the TurboGrafx game, Keith Courage, is based on that toy line that was produced of all kits. I'll just keep that because it's fun. I'm not sure about the little plane guy. I think this is a transform. This is where my brain fails, and I do not know. But nonetheless, being a kit like this might go to that character. Is red plastic matching? Oh no. But kits like this, not big money overall. So, got a laser beak. I think this is just the basic. That's 15. Streetwise, $3. Japanese stickers applied to screw head or drill Robo. 5, 10 bucks. Creepy Japanese repaint. Well, how can it be a Japanese repaint when the Japanese painted it first and Tonka repainted it? So I'll pull back on that one. But rough shape, 10 to 15, a liter 1, and in Japanese stickers, clean shape, 25 to 35, maybe a little bit more. And a wonderful, adorable, damaged little Mass Rider, Common Rider bike. Is that it? We good? I'm happy. That worked out great. Financially, that worked out great, and I can't wait to get those up to recoup the money to buy some more cool stuff. That's just how it is.